The age of technology, where a phone can cost more than a used car, and people line up for hours to get the latest model, knowing full well it will be obsolete in 6 months. Reminds me of the time I traded my 2-year-old phone for a sandwich. The sandwich was delicious, by the way. Imagine, if you will, the Stone Age. Cavemen and women huddled around a fire, mesmerized by the latest invention, the wheel. Except in this universe, the wheel is a shiny new smartphone, and the fire is a tech sales rep, hyping up the crowd with promises of faster rolling, smoother surfaces, and an all-around better wheel experience. One caveman, let's call him UG, decides to trade in his trusty old rock for this newfangled invention. Much to his dismay, the wheel doesn't work as advertised. It's slow, it's clunky, and it doesn't even come with a manual. UG feels duped. He misses his rock. At least it didn't need software updates every other week. Now let's move to the Bronze Age. The wheel has evolved. It's sleeker, faster, and comes with a variety of new features. And once again, our ancestors are lining up to get their hands on the latest model. But there's a catch. The wheel now costs 3 goats and a sheep. A steep price, even for the most dedicated wheel enthusiasts. One Bronze Age woman, let's call her Aisha, decides to take the plunge. She hands over her livestock, excitedly takes her new wheel, only to find out that the wheel isn't all it's cracked up to be. Sure, it's shiny, but it's also heavy, it's not very durable, and it's constantly in need of repair. Aisha finds herself longing for the simpler times, when a rock and a bit of elbow grease was all she needed. So what's the moral of our story? That new isn't always better, that sometimes the hype doesn't live up to the reality, or perhaps that we should all be a bit more like UG and Isha, questioning whether the latest and greatest is truly worth the cost and the hassle. To wrap things up, remember, the next time you're tempted to trade in your trusty old tech for the latest model, think of UG and his disappointing wheel, or Aisha, who paid 3 goats and a sheep for a wheel that was more trouble than it was worth. Because sometimes the best tech is the tech you already have. And if all else fails, you can always trade it in for a sandwich. Trust me, it's worth it.